Why did blacks continue to live in the South in the early 20th century even with the threat of white supremacy and Jim Crow?
Today I'm going to a couple different locations to educate people on events and people of our past history, and also to see if they can make $40 cash by answering one of my questions correctly. Let's go do it. What's your name, my friend?
My name's Dan.
Dan, all right. King T.
King T, nice to meet you.
All right. So what I have here, I have 13 questions. You're going to choose one by saying a number from 1 to 13. I'll let you read it so you can read the question into the mic right here. And if you get the answer right, I'll give you $40 cash.
Okay.
At the very least, you walk away with some knowledge.
All right.
Now right here, I have the question linked up to a video clip that gives you the answer. Mm-hmm. So you'll get that once after you give your answer here.
Okay.
So number from 1 to 13, pick a number.
7.
All right. Number 7. Okay, so read number 7.
Why did blacks continue to live in the South in the early 20th century even with the threat of white supremacy and Jim Crow?
Any idea?
No, I do not.
Okay, not even a guess, huh? I mean,
no.
After slavery, they still lived there. Like, you would think they would move north, right? They were enslaved in the South, but for some reason they decided to. A lot of blacks still stay. I mean, a lot of moved to the north, but a lot still stayed in the South. But let me play this for you, and then you can get the education on it. Let's see, what's that? Q27. In the early 1920s, there were northern blacks criticizing southern blacks for living in the South, subjecting themselves and their families to white supremacy.
George Schuyler was a prominent northern journalist who believed much of the disparaging propaganda about the South, about what race relations were like in the South. That is until he himself toured the South in the mid-1920s.
1925, 1926. George Schuyler takes an 8-month journey through the South, reporting for the Pittsburgh Courier.
One of the most influential privately owned enterprises is the Pittsburgh Courier, largest Negro newspaper in America with a circulation over 300,000.
He went into the black sections of cities and towns, and he would talk to the leaders, the business people, the school superintendents, the principals. The black community, in spite of segregation, was working through their own efforts, collaborating and improving their own status.
All these black Wall Streets that existed all over the South that we read about today, George Schuyler visited those places and knew them firsthand.
Any thoughts on that?
It's interesting.
All new to you?
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is, we've gotten propaganda telling us that the South was such a terrible place for black people, even after the Civil War. Mm-hmm. And it was really the opposite of that. They had Jim Crow, right? They had KKK down there. But truth be told, there were people who went to report on that, like from the North, and they saw like that they're not living like that down here. All that. Like, there was lynchings that were happening, but nothing like the propaganda in the North was saying. So there was a lot of propaganda going around to start trouble between black and white Southerners due to, after the Civil War, the North was like looking at the South like, yeah, we're just going to take advantage of you. We're going to make trouble. So the North made a lot of trouble for the South. Yeah. Did you know any of that in school or anything?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't recall any of that.
So we make decisions now based on false information. So I go through researchers who've done the deep dive, and I gather their research and I present it to the public, man, and give them the truth. Yeah, there was a lot better before. You heard of the civil rights movement? Civil rights with Martin Luther King Jr.? Mm-hmm. Prior to that, relations between blacks and whites were way better. They were getting along way better. After the civil rights movement, it stirred up a lot of trouble between blacks and whites. That's why we have things called black this and black that. So that's reverse racism.
Okay.
Because of the civil rights, what the civil rights movement did.
Right.
But people thinking the civil rights movement was a good thing. But It was a lot of trouble. So I gathered a lot of information on that, and I have it on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And I'm teaching people how to really look at the truth so they can make better decisions.